In this video, I'm going to show you how to change your default search engine in your Google Chrome browser from Google to Perplexity. Let me show you. Hi, I'm Orman Beckles, aka the High-Tech Nomad, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you why I've ditched Google as my default search engine and now use Perplexity. I'll assume you know about or have at least heard about ChatGPT. If not, check out the playlist I have on AI tools. Now, ChatGPT is not the only game in town. There are many other AIs out there: Gemini, Copilot, Clio, Gronk, and of course, Perplexity. The main or biggest difference between Perplexity and ChatGPT is Perplexity works in real time. By that I mean it searches the web and stays up to date. If there was a natural disaster and you were using Perplexity to search about information on it, it would have the latest information. And even more importantly, it would cite where it got the information from in case you wanted to double check. Whereas ChatGPT is given to occasional hallucinations. If you were to ask ChatGPT why Sally is afraid of dogs, it might invent a backstory about how she was attacked by wolves as a child. However, if you ask Perplexity the same question, it's more likely to respond with, "Who the heck is Sally?" Now, while Google is a great search engine, you can't ask follow-up questions. Each question is like you're starting from the beginning. So if you had a, wait, let me show you an example. Now, normally if I was trying to do a search for something, I would come to Google and I would type it in here, or I would come up here and type in the question I want. I have a friend that's trying to figure out how to get from a place called Moose Sop, Connecticut to Boston. If I'm on Google and I go ahead and I type that in, we're going to save some time. I'm just going to click it from here. It's going to tell me this is how long it takes to get from Moosehop, Connecticut to Boston. It's going to tell me that there's a couple of websites. My point is that I'm going to have to continue to do research. I can't ask follow-up questions. Now I'm going to come up here, and normally typing this in would bring me to Google and do the same thing. Because I've added the Google Chrome extension for Perplexity, it's now taken over and it is now my default search engine. Let's go ahead and see what we get now. So it's taken that question and let's put it into Perplexity. It's giving me much more information. It's telling me, okay, by driving, this is how long it's going to take. This is for public transportation. Now I can ask follow-up questions. For example, this person would have to get from Moosop to Plainfield to get there. So now I'm going to say, how much is a Uber from Plainfield from Moosop to Plainfield? So Moosop to Plainfield. And again, see, so now I don't have to go and it's checking out all the other websites. It's giving me some additional information over here, and it's giving me how much it is per mile. So depending upon what's going on, it might cost about, it's giving me a rough estimate. So it's telling me about $8 for an Uber. Now I can say, okay, which bus lines can we use? And I didn't have to say which bus lines can we use to get from Moosop, Connecticut to Plainfield, or Moosop, Connecticut to it's remembering that we're asking these questions, so I can ask follow-up questions. Now in this case, it says to get from Moosop to Plainfield, it says you can take a couple of different buses here to get from here to there. Now I'm going to say which buses go from, let's see, we'll say Moosop again because I know it's going to say can't do it, Moosop to Boston. And again, I don't have to say Moosop, Connecticut. It knows because it's all part of the same conversation that we're having. So it says, okay, so we'd have to go to Hartford, Connecticut and take a bus from Hartford, or we can take the Union train station. Let's see, how much is a ticket? As you can see, I'm getting a lot more information than when I got from Google, whereas Google gave me one piece of information and a bunch of links that would get me this information. Perplexity is grabbing all that information for me and giving it to me in a way that I can easily digest it and ask follow-up questions. How do you change your search engine from Google to Perplexity? First, you have to have a Perplexity account, which I've shown you in another video, but basically you just go to perplexity.ai. You can set up an account. As I said, they're about $20 a month, which is about the same as a ChatGPT. And then we're going to go to, we're going to say the Perplexity AI extension. And we're going to say default search. I'll put a link for this down below. The other great thing about using Perplexity as your default search engine is that you can save what you've looked up for later use. In the comments below, let me know what you think. Do you see yourself using Perplexity as your new default search engine? Please check out our podcast, our shorts, our website, our newsletter. We need to get this site up to 25,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. We got some good stuff we want to do, and we can't do it until we get to that. Also, you can consider becoming a member. If you want to click on that join button, I've got a whole bunch of really in-depth videos. I do a lot of really special projects. For example, make your watch activate your lights when you come home without you doing anything, by it just sensing that it's you. Then you definitely want to check out the series of videos I did on Home Assistant. Until the next time, this is Orman Beckles, aka the High Tech Nomad, signing out.